Hi everybody. We're here in our final days of our kitchen remodel, and this is a contemporary or modern kitchen remodel. This home, the cabinetry we had in the home before was real traditional. Now this is a very modern feel, very much more open feel to this space. Some of the design elements that we did on this to create that effect was to lighten up the cabinetry, still give it some texture. As you can see on the cabinetry, it has some graining to it, but it's still a modern feel. The end panels on here kind of cover up the edge of the doors so you don't see those. It gives a very clean line, and you can see where the doors line up with the light rail and also the crown. The lines of the kitchen are completely different now as opposed to where it was before. The one thing that the selections of the cabinetry and all of the finishes that we did made a big difference in how this lightened up the space and also brought in some depth, some interest, some texture. So what we did is we used a Cambria countertop for this, which is called Berwin. We also used a glass tile that has a textured back to it with a glossy finish, and those two things and those two different colors kind of tie everything together. It pulls all the cabinetry, it pulls your sink color, it pulls some of your hardware and everything together. The one thing that we did with this was to do a flush and set appliance to kind of keep with the built-in look of the Sub-Zero that's here, and just make this whole thing kind of be more clean line and a little bit more modern feel. Same thing we did for the cooktop, and then also the microwave over here, that instead of doing a trim kit, a traditional trim kit, we wanted to set it in to an opening that was a finished opening, and it worked better that way, I think, for us, because then it matches everything with our cabinetry. Some of the different things that we have in here is we have large drawers for cabinetry, for all of your pots and pans, lids, everything here that will be able to hold. Plus there's also another one for lids in this. And some people will use this for lids, some people will use it for spices. You can use it for a lot of different things. This is one of the things that we loved to use, which was a utensil holder and a knife block. So you can slide your knives in here, put your ladles, your spatulas, things like that in here, and it's right next to where you're going to be cooking. And it makes for a really good functional space. We did a couple of these. The owner wanted something that had storage for not only spices, but oils and vinegars and things like that. So we have two of these in here that work really well. Everything is self-closing, and it kind of flows with everything that we're doing here. The refrigerator, I said Sub-Zero, it's actually a GE monogram, sorry. But this is a really beautiful built-in refrigerator for this. We have a little spot here that we're going to be using for a coffee station for the homeowners. And then we custom made this cabinet here with it. This has an angled wall in the back. We just made this cabinet just fit a little bit better and function a little bit better for them. We did a couple of things on this. Tilt-out tray for the sink. We have a trash down here. They didn't really want another big trash bin, because in the other room we're going to be redoing that down the road, and they have a trash compactor there that we're going to be using. So the one thing that she didn't want was a towel rack for towels that she's going to be using at the sink. So she wanted a place that she could put it in there and the towels can dry. You'll have drawers here, and again, all of the bookcase cabinetry that we did back here that has lighting and glass shelves so that that light kind of goes all the way through. Works really well, it looks really good. This was a really cool area. This was kind of their bar in a way. The top went back into here, but it wasn't really like this. We did the same countertop, the Cambria top, and we templated it to this curved interior, and it fit perfect. They did a fantastic job installing it. And then we also have a TV cabinet here that we're gonna have a wall mount system for this TV for this hearth room here. Cabinetry here, and then what I did with this is a cabinet, this is a molding, and the molding is all a vertical grain molding to match the cabinet doors, and we brought those cabinet doors out to be flush with the moldings so that we had miter corners on either side going all the way down. So there's a lot of little details that make this contemporary design and more modern design. Much more functional, much more clean line, and I think it could actually be really beneficial for the homeowners in their future in this house, because they're going to be able to entertain the way that they want, and they're also going to be able to cook and function a little bit better than they were before. We pretty much doubled their countertop space in here and almost double their storage in here. So it was a really good project, and I'm excited for them because this is a great project for them, and it was a great experience for everybody. So thank you for joining us, and hope to see you soon.